All right, y'all. You already know what it is, man. This is probably the gun I have the most fun with at the range. It's another TX-22 Taurus video. No disrespect of 22 shall be had in my presence. You understand what I'm saying? Real shit. All right. So today took this to the range as well, alongside my P365 and my AR, my Smith & Wesson Sports 2. And there's one thing. There's one thing that I can always say about this gun. You will have the most fun with it. Just because in the back of your head, you know that you're not blowing the bank on ammo. You're pretty much saving mad money every time you take this out to the thing. And it's a really good practice gun because you can just do mad reps and learn good trigger control and learn stability and iron sights. This is why I have no red dot on it. And you can see the plate for the red dot is just off of it completely because I choose to have this gun as my dedicated iron sights trainer because my daily driver is a red dot. And some people say red dot skills and iron sight skills don't like collide or intersect. False. I think they do. Pretty much what you're trying to do with the red dot is be target focused. You're not trying to focus on the red dot. And what you're trying to do with the iron sights is be target focused and not really focus on the iron sights. That's where they both intersect because now you gotta kind of bypass and ignore your shooting element, your iron sights or your red dot. You gotta already know what they look like when they are aligned, bypass that, look at your target and know that they are aligned and shoot properly every time. And that's why I love this thing. It's a really good training tool. And I could have been gone out and get more magazines for it. I got this 10-round magazine. I think that's great. Just for the fact that that's for the fact it takes just a couple of these mags for me to be like, all right, I'm dialed in. Now, if I had like a 16 rag or 22 round mag, I'll be doing the same thing. I'll be like, oh, as soon as I'm finished with this mag, I'm dialed in. But what just happened? I just used more ammo than I really needed to be dialed in. You know what I'm saying? So I just keep with this 10 round mag. I have no problem with it. I'll put up a video of my performance with it at the range. I haven't really watched it, but my predictions are that it's a flat shooter, not that much felt recoil, but felt recoil is different from actual like video recoil. You know what I'm saying? I could have said, hey, this thing didn't jump at all, but in the video it jumps. You know what I'm saying? But any gun is going to jump, but that's when your recoil control should kick in and you realign those sights when it does jump. And that's where I find this gun is very easy to do. Target acquisition after each shot is the easiest thing ever. Even with the red dot, easiest thing ever. A target acquisition after I shoot, boom, very easy. Depending on the speed I'm shooting, what groups I'm making, I always feel like I make a quarter size group with this gun, or I stack one of the two. Either a quarter size, depending on how fast. If I'm babying the gun and shooting it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I get better groups than when I'm than when I'm just slamming that trigger as fast as possible. And this gun, I love to shoot fast. I love to shoot fast. Them 10, yo, listen, them 10 bullets of 22 get spent real quick. And that's why I love that I can just go out to a Walmart, my local gun range, my ammo store, and pick up a box of 560 something for $30. You feel me? That's the real kicker behind this gun. And actually, I had a chance to shoot the, what was it called? I don't remember the make. I don't remember the exact model of 22, but it was a Walter. It was a Walter 22. I don't want to say that was the best representation of the gun because the iron sights were a little bit off. I noticed that after the first shot, and then I just made my little adjustment to make a little group that I wanted to make. But the gun felt great. It had more stippling. It was a more aggressive stippling. It felt like a way bigger one. The barrel was like probably a half an inch in diameter and probably a little bit. It was just a more robust and heavier gun. It felt good, but the trigger felt fantastic, no lie. But the only thing was the accuracy because the iron sights needed to be pushed. But when I did make my adjustment, I shot well with it. Did it feel better than this? No. Nope. But was it a good 22? Yes. I feel like these modern 22s that are coming out are very, very reliable platforms. Like I said in that one video, disrespect of 22 will not be had in my presence. I feel like if you want to, actually, know what? A piece of info that I did not provide you guys, that Walter, it wasn't the regular long rifle 22 that goes with this gun. It was those longer 22 bullets, actually more power behind it. It was like, it was like 40 grain. So it wasn't exactly the same 22 as this. It was those longer ones. And it shot well. It shot fantastic. There was no failures. Like I said, the only thing that irked me was that the sights weren't really aligned right. And that's probably why the people who very kindly let me use that gun weren't really seeing that much performance after I informed them that the sight was a little bit off. But yeah, I never shot that type of 22 before, and it shot relatively good, but probably because that gun was the barrel for that gun was way thicker than this barrel. And other than that Walter was nice. The trigger had that same Walter style trigger with the little trigger safety on it. Wonderful gun. Would I sell this to go buy that one? Hell nah. Nope. Damn. Regular shit. And with this one, you don't need a sight pusher. You don't need any of that. You can adjust it, your level, your height, and windage just with a regular screwdriver. And then this one is just a static thing. You don't really have that much mode of adjustment with that, but you can adjust the back however you like. So that's a plus. I like that a lot. You can just look at it from the top. Let me get this in a few. There you go. You see a little set screw, and then you see the set screws on that side too as well. So overall, this is the range fun king. You know what I'm saying? Because when I bring my P365 out, I am training for real life situations. I'm trying to make the best groups as possible in the least time as possible with the least amount of adjustment possible. So when I'm shooting with that, I will put on a sloppier grip. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not really going to have that luxury in a real life self-defense scenario. Things are not going to be perfect. You're not going to already have your gun out. You're not really going to be thinking about, how I grip the gun. You're going to be more target focused. There's somebody in front of me and I need to incapacitate them. But when I bring this out, it's more of how accurate can I be? How fast can I shoot it? And yippee-yay-ki-yo, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? This ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Fun gun, man. Fun gun. If you haven't bought one, go and get one. And really, you don't need to get the competition. I just happened to find this at my local pawn shop. It was a good price, and I picked it up. They have the more compact ones. They have the cheaper ones. This brand new is like 400 plus. The other ones I've seen used for like, yo, less than $300, less than $200, depending on the specific model. I know they have the first generation. This is part of the second generation of this gun, and yo, make that purchase. Just make sure you get the threaded burl, because like I said, are the one that comes optic cut. You don't want to limit yourself with guns, especially inexpensive like these. You want to get something where you can later on add a suppressor, later on add an optic, later on add whatever the fuck you feel like adding to the gun. So never limit yourself with that. Always get optic cut and the barrel threaded with fun guns like these. For your everyday carry, that's pretty much your preference. In a post optic world, I suggest you get an optic cut gun, but you don't need to get optic, or you just keep that optic plate on it, keep it clean. In a post light world, you don't have to put a light on it, but at least you have the rail and the ability to put one on later on. Really, any gun that you carry every day should have a light, because you're going to find yourself in situations where there is no light, like a parking lot or just coming home. So you're going to need to be able to identify targets, get a light. Other than that, this is another average 22 enjoyer making a video about his Taurus TX22, y'all. And like I always say, like, subscribe, go in the comments, make a discussion. I'm always down to talk to y'all, real type shit. Man, you know what I'm saying? Keep safe and stay training. That's it, y'all. Later.